Hi, I'm Paul Dempsey from SKF, and today I'm going to give you a brief demonstration on access to the SKF Enlight Centre as part of the SKF Smart Supplier Quick Pro Plus bundle. SKF Enlight Centre is the database where all data for Smart Supplier customers is uploaded to. SKF use this to analyse the data and determine the condition of your assets in preparation for a report being returned to you, letting you know what machines have problems and what machines are running okay. So I have on the screen here the SKF Enlight Centre. Now this is a demonstration database that we've created. So you can see here we have a hierarchy structure. We have the site level, followed by the plant level. We can set this up for multiple plants within your site. And then when we open the plant level, we then have what we call functional location, which is actually the machine, down to that level. Now, if you want to have a look at the data that's being collected on a particular machine, very simply, you click on that machine, and then we're given the choice to select the data that has been collected on the motor or the fan in this instance. It tells us when the last time data was collected. So let's have a look at the data on the motor for this particular machine. So on the left-hand side here now we have listed all of the pieces of data that have been collected on this particular machine. We have some questions which have been asked. Is the machine running and the running condition? We've recorded motor current for this motor. Then we have some vibration points and also some temperature points which are taken using the SKF Quick Collect sensor. And included for this, we also have some lubrication points. Now, something worth mentioning here is we have a green tick for all of these. And that tells us very easily that every data that's been collected on this motor, all of the data is below the alarm levels, and you could assume from that there is a very, very high likelihood that this motor is running okay. However, if you'd like to look at the data, it's very simple by simply clicking on this point, and the data will be presented to you on the screen. Now, in this case, this is an SKF envelope acceleration piece of data on the non-drive end of the motor. We're presented with the spectrum here below, so we can analyse the spectrum if we like. We're also given a trend, and this is showing here the last three pieces of data, plus the current level here. So you can see that this motor has been running below the alarm levels. It's stable and seems to be running okay. Also below that here we have a temperature point taken with the Quick Collect sensor, and you can see here the temperature, although has been trending up a little, is still below alarm levels, and a temperature of 46 degrees would most likely not be a problem. So this is the basic way you access the data. However, we don't want to have to go and look at every piece of data. And for you, the customer, really all you want to do is have a look at pieces of data where there's perhaps a problem. And what's really, really nice about the Enlight Centre is it will tell you very quickly where there may be suspected problems. If we go to the site level and click on the tile here, this is going to list all of the assets that are within the site. And what it does is it tells us which assets have an alarm. So it's very, very likely that fan 2 fan, fan 1 motor, and fan 1 fan have no problems because they've raised no alarms. But for these assets here, there are alarms. So it's very easy now to go and have a look at those, and Enlight Centre will take you directly to them. So let's have a look at pump 1 motor. So if we have a look at pump 1 motor, we now see that Enlight Centre has taken us directly to the first point where there's an alarm. Now this is a point where we're measuring motor current and we expect it to be in the range of around 100 amps. For some reason in this one it has dropped to a very, very low level of 9 amps. Okay. Now we also have a vibration point here where there's an alarm being raised, and you can see here that we have a high level of vibration. It's above the alarm level and it's 9.2 millimeters per second. Now this is data that's been taken on a desk, not on a real machine. So this is not a very good looking spectrum. We would normally see something different to that. But when you do have a problem, the normal thing that SKF would do is to look at the spectrum and diagnose what's causing that problem. We have also some other vibration points here which are showing some increases and they're above alarm. So it's very easy to drill down and be able to tell where the problems are. Here's an alarm which has been raised on a pump. And this is one where we're measuring the pump suction pressure. And in this case, the pump suction pressure on the pump has dropped. So again, that's a very easy way to work out, hey, we have a problem. Now, SKF are going to take this into account when we're looking at the whole health of this pump and deciding perhaps what's the problem. But for you, the customer on your site, you can very easily go through this identification phase on your own site and do some analysis if you have the capability. If not, as part of the Quick Pro Plus bundle, you can also contact SKF and we'll have a look at that potential problem as quickly as we can. So that's a basic introduction to access to the SKF Enlight Centre as part of the SKF Quick Pro Plus bundle. I'd just like to say thank you, and I hope that you find access to the SKF Enlight Centre could be useful to you in improving your plant reliability. Thank you.